What is up, trolls? Gratch back at you with another war recap video. This one against King of War. Although, as you can see from the score, they certainly are not the king, the queen, the prince, or really any other sort of royalty. They were actually pretty bad at attacking, and most of their bases were not that great either. Which, in a way, sucks, because it's more fun to attack really good bases. But on the other hand, it's also fun to beat people down. So, we'll take what we can get, I suppose. So here, you see we 3-starred all of the 9s and the 8s, and 2-starred both of the 10s. We won't look at the 10s because it was just me and Johnny going for 2, no exciting 3-star attempts there. But we will look at the Town Hall 9 3-stars, starting off with Rev going in on their number 3. You will certainly see a common trend on these, and that will be the Queen Walk Go Vaho. See it on, I think, our first 3 attacks that I'm going to show you. So he starts off with a minion here at the top to take out that cannon and to also create the funnel that's going to start off with his Queen Walk. Please excuse my voice or any sniffling or coughing that may happen. I'm recovering from strep throat at this point that I was suffering for over the weekend. But the show must go on. So he starts his Queen Walk there on the left-hand side. She will take out this storage, and then the Dark Factory, the Dark Elixir Pump, and the Wizard Tower there before she steps up. She is getting targeted by those 2-point defenses, but she's strong enough she can really take it at this point. She's got enough juice she could get through, but he is going to drop Rage here to get through that and the enemy Queen here quickly. And then he will target on that Dark Elixir storage and get through it fast as well. From there, he will step up and take the mortar. And now he's ready. He drops a single hog down at the bottom to get the lure, while the queen is not really being targeted, which is awesome. The hog also managed to trigger 3 small bombs. I'm not really sure what their purpose was over there, but we now know they will not be a factor later. His healers are being targeted by this air defense, but they've really done their job at this point. He uses the queen's ability. She'll get through that dragon, and then they'll be able to get through these balloons here quickly as well. She does get the air defense down, and as soon as that funnel's created, goes on and sends in the Valks and the king with that jump spell. So they set off their first giant bomb there. Gets a heal down for them. I mean, Valks that are under a heal are pretty much indestructible. So he's just going to let them work their way around a little bit. They'll take out the Town Hall, or the Wizards will, I suppose. But there's a group of Valks that's sort of working around on this bottom large open compartment. Drops a couple of hogs on that Wizard Tower, and then a few more on the right-hand Archer Tower, and then the Giant for tanking, and the rest of his hogs, they're up top. Still got a heal, which he has not needed yet. I think he's probably watching for a bomb to show up. But he'll go on and use it here in this section where all the defenses are. Everything's going to converge there. He loses a few hogs to that spring trap, but he's got plenty left. Still got his queen up, his king up. The healers are keeping everything going. And there's the bomb he was waiting for. But it's okay. He's got plenty of cleanup troops. He's got minions. He's got a wizard and some archers and his hogs. And boom. Gets the 3-star. Nice job, Rev. So, we'll step it down 1 and see Tard going in on number 4. And, what do you know? Queen Walk Go Vaho. Sends in a single hog here. Gets the CC lure. He elects to go with the single poison. Tard likes to do the single poison and then just bring it down and take out the rest of it with a queen, which he will do here shortly. So now that that poison spell has worked its magic, he will drop his queen and his healers, let them start working. Drops a single minion, trying to create that funnel, but he does it a little early and the dragon redirects. Then he comes over and targets the healers, which actually works out really well because it lets the queen get off a couple shots Goes on and drops a rage spell on the queen and the healers. That's just going to let them speed through here quickly. The queen's going to get up and target the enemy queen here in a second. There she goes. Only a level 12 queen, so not going to stand up to Tard's 23. And then a couple archers there on that left-hand side just getting those free buildings. Nothing's able to target them. The queen's just going to keep working her way around. So triggers a spring trap there, and then he's a little bit hasty here. He's going to send in some wall breakers to try and get into that compartment and that those spring traps to get him. If he had waited just another second or two, the queen would have triggered those, and the wall breakers would have opened up this compartment. So he was a little nervous at this point. Goes on and sends his king and some Valks. Drops the jump spell for them. Goes on and sends the rest of his Valks. I think he wanted to use that jump spell up in the core after the wall breakers got in, but it didn't work out that way. It's not a big deal. Valks can beat through a wall pretty quick. Gets a heal spell down for them. Going to keep them up. Uses the king's ability there. So he's going to step up and start helping out. So the entire bottom half of the base is just completely wrecked at this point. Those Valks are going to be in there. They broke through that wall, taking out lots of buildings. Just a couple of hogs on those wizard towers on the outside, and then brings in the rest of them up top on those point defenses. And then he can use that heal as everything converges into the middle, which is perfect because he sets off those 2 giant bombs, and then everything's back to full health. And they're all going to go down there. All that's left is that Expo, which is going after his kill squad, not targeting hogs at all. As it goes down, there's just the mortar. Nobody cares about a mortar. So we'll speed it up and see the 3-star. Look at all these Valks that he's got left, plus the queen. And boom, 3 stars. Nice attack, Tard. Okay, let's go down one more and see Palm going in on their number 5. And there you go. Queen Walk, Govaho. Sends in a single hog, gets the lure. We're going to go with the double poison this time, so let's speed it up. There goes the dragon. So he drops his queen up top with a handful of healers. Starts her just on the right-hand side. She'll follow that direction. You notice he dropped the hogs to the right a little bit, offset. That's just to keep them from getting dragged into a place where they might be targeted. Probably wouldn't really matter on this base, but it's just good practice. So you can see where she's going. She's going to basically eliminate any need for hogs to go through those top right 2 compartments, which saves them from any possible double giant bomb spots that are up there. And then he brings his golem, a couple of minions, and some wizards creating the funnel there at the bottom. Sends in the wall breakers, just going to let them in. And then he's going to drop his king and the Valks. They're going to run in there to that section, take it out. He's going to get a jump spell there to let them into the core. Almost everything will be accessible to them at this point. And then he'll drop a heal for them in the core. There it goes. They're going to take out both of the enemy heroes here shortly. There they go. They're jumping over. They'll target the king. One swing and he's done. Well, the queen ran away after the king ran after the hogs, but he does get the queen, which is the important one. Gets a heal down for those hogs on the left-hand side. He just brought all of them there together, basically, because the whole left-hand side of the base is being tanked or taken out. Gets the last heal spell down. Excuse me. Got wizards for cleanup already. All that's left there is that Tesla, but the queen's going to take it out. Those hogs turn on the skeletons. And then he's still got like 10 hogs, a full health queen, 3 or 4 Valks, full health king almost, plus the wizards, and boom, 3 stars. Another good attack. But lest you think that all we do in this clan is Queen Walk Govahos, Here's Meta doing it old school, just a go-ho. So brings a handful of hogs. They're going to take out that archer tower and get the lure. Drops the poison. He goes with the double poison, but he drops them both pretty much at the same time. And that's what sort of screws him on this one. You need to wait at least 5 or 6 seconds before you drop the second poison, and then it will take out a dragon. He doesn't quite get all that benefit out of it because he drops them together. Not a big deal. Drops his golems and his queen, some wizards. And once the wizards or the queen lock on, just 1 or 2 shots will take out that dragon. So not a big deal. The dragon's not really going to do too much damage. Down it goes. Golem jumps in there to the core, goes on and sends his king. The real goal here was really just to take out the enemy queen. They do get that cannon there and a few other defenses, which is great to keep hogs from needing to path over those. And then just sends in a few hogs targeting each of some of these top defenses. He's got 3 heals for him, which is going to be more than enough. Drops 1 on either side here. So there was 1 giant bomb triggered. There was almost certainly 1 on the other side. Just nothing passed through there. The beauty of these symmetrical bases is they're pretty easy to predict bomb spots. And then gets his other heal there in the core. So there's another giant bomb getting triggered. So I can't imagine where this other one might... Oh, look, there it is. So his hogs do take a pretty good beating there. Fortunately, he's got plenty of them. And they split, which is helpful. Keeps you from losing too many in one spot. Clan Castle goes down, and then got hogs chasing the king. He'll go down. And then it's just clean up, but he's got wizards, he's got hogs, his queen's still up. And boom, 3 stars. Way to do it, old school Meta. And now, let's get a little Town Hall 8 action. Let's see Mar going in on their number 12. Again, going to do it with a go-ho. I mean, you can just look at this base and tell this is a terrible base. Look at the Clan Castle. I can get it with a barb. Come on. He's going to go with the double poison here. You notice how he waits after dropping the first one before dropping the second one, so now it goes down, and he gets the full kill. So going to drop an archer and a minion on these outside army camps, creating a funnel there. Once those go down, he'll drop his golems and a handful of wizards. So the king jumps out and starts targeting his 1 golem. Not a huge deal. Those wizards will step up and start helping, and he'll drop his king to get in there. And then in a second, you'll see he's going to bring some wall breakers. Doesn't get a whole lot of utility out of him because he's already kind of broken through some of those walls. But it's okay. He opens up that sort of connecting compartment. His king and wizards will get in there in a second. Brings a handful of hogs to take out that wizard tower. They'll also jump over and work on that air defense. You notice he hasn't used a single heal spell yet. So he brings a giant and a handful of hogs on this top compartment. He's being real patient here. He'll use the first heal there on that, which, I mean, that encompasses half of the defenses he's got left. Brings the rest of his hogs. They'll meet up. He's going to drop his second heal, sort of overlapping there. Probably could have put that a little more to the right, but not a big deal. It keeps up everything that he needs. All of the point defense that's left is that Archer Tower and Tesla. And he's got so many hogs left, it's not even going to matter. He doesn't even use this last heal. Got cleanup going on, got wizards and the king and minion on the top, got barbs, minions and wizard on the right. And boom, 3 stars. Doesn't even swag the heal, just keeps it in the bag. Nice job, Mar. So another good war for the good guys. We've matched up now with a clan that has some potential to be a decent matchup. We'll see what happens. So I'll be bringing you the recap for that here in a couple days. Until then, this is Gratch from King Trolls, bringing you the boom.
Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the ready or not.